Yes.
Okay. Okay, great. So, yeah, this one working too? Yeah, that one's working too. Okay.
Sort of loud, but-
Yeah. Well, while they're getting set up, I'm just going to really quickly do an intro. So I'm not going to read through the full bio since we have two speakers here. Yeah, we have both, hold on, let me make sure I have the right names here because I don't want to mess that up. Yeah, so Lisa Bradley and Julia Hopkins, both with Dell and part of the product security incident response team. Here is going to be about bringing order to the chaos of security vulnerabilities, which is a topic that is near and dear to my heart. So can't wait to hear this one. So yeah, I'll let you go.
Good. Get this off. Okay, I'm just going to take this out. Does it come out? Let me know. Hello. I like to pace a little. You good? Yeah. All right. Some fun stuff. So I spoke earlier a little bit in the panel, but Lisa Bradley, I'm with Dell. In my past, I worked at NVIDIA and at IBM. I've been in security for over 10 years. I came from New York down here 23 years ago. I went to NC State, so Wolfpack fans, I got my PhD from there. And I call my team Versace, because I like to have a fun name around it. Vulnerability response, customer security, and community enablement. So PSIRT's underneath me, SBOM, security champion, security training, lots of other fun things.
And I'm Julia Hopkins. I'm a technical program manager on the product security incident response team at Dell. Prior to that, I was with Lenovo in their product security office, and then I also helped to establish their chief security office. And I have a master's in cybersecurity from Utica College.
Mm-hmm. Great. So I want to start off just in general. A lot of people, when they think cybersecurity, instantly think the CSIRT side. So PSIRT is maybe the red-headed stepchild of it. And actually, it has the name incident, but we actually don't deal if there's like an incident that happens in the company. PSIRT doesn't handle it. Our job is to best protect the brand and our customers by going through a typical process where we're trying to resolve vulnerabilities that are in the product line. So P for the PSIRT is product, so very product focused here. Go to the next one. So any company that has a PSIRT should have a policy, a framework that they're following. FIRST PSIRT Services Framework. If you haven't heard of FIRST, there's a CSIRT framework, a PSIRT framework. A lot of our in Dell, what we follow is that framework where we start off with the discovery. How did we find out about the vulnerability? Was it us through SCL practices? Is it from our customer? Is it from a vendor, researcher? Bug bounty program, whatever. We're lucky. In April, we started a public bug bounty program for Dell. I'm very happy about that. We go to the triage and analysis. So we found a vulnerability. Is it valid? What's the impact? What's the CVSS score? So CVSS is the common vulnerability scoring system. And the higher the number, the typically worse the risk goes from a low, medium, high, and critical. Then we go into remediation, figuring out our plan, remediating the vulnerability. What is our comms plan? If we can't fix it on time, there's an exception procedure that we follow. And then lastly, the disclosure. Dell Security Advisory, we call it, but Security Advisory, sometimes Security Bulletin, Security Notice. How do we make sure that we tell our customers about the vulnerability, the risk that is there with the security update that they're going to get, so that they follow their own policies to figure out how quickly they should address. All along time, through this, we have a high profile procedure. So Log4j, for example, Spectre Meltdown, Heartbleed. But even sometimes for us, sometimes we could have a proprietary code vulnerability that we could call high profile because some big researchers are going to disclose it, working with PR and all that. Governance and reporting, a lot of metrics, KPIs. Some of the key KPIs that we do are focused on how are you adhering to our standard? How quickly are you addressing your vulnerabilities within our SLOs? How are you doing with your open source component management? Are the customers finding the issues, or are we finding the issues? And with proprietary code, how many are finding from researchers versus us? How well is our SDL process? And lastly, stakeholder communication, so out to the comms to the rest of the business. So this is our formal part of our talk here, where we have it, and then we'll try to have a little more fun as we continue on here. Okay, so.
So I'm gonna put my my researcher costume on here. So as a researcher, what are my overarching goals here? What is my motive as a researcher? It's getting payment after finding a valid vulnerability. It's setting my reputation, getting my claim to fame, being able to go to conferences and speak about my discovery. It may be helping customers, protecting them, helping to keep them more secure, or just people in general. And then there's the consideration of future employment. If I find a valid vulnerability, I submit it to a company, will they bring me on? So, but what I don't know is what's really going on behind the scenes when I report that vulnerability to a company. So Lisa, maybe you can pull the curtain back for me.
So we'll walk through this, but right now my focus is on my customers and my brands, right? How do I make sure that I'm protecting them and making sure I'm adhering to the industry standards, to what my customers think, my customers stand. There's a lot of pressure that I have to make sure that I'm protecting the company. And when I'm thinking about those goals, my end goal is please don't get the media involved. I don't want to be that label, that story. I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to tell the president or the CISO all of this stuff that's going on, because really I'm trying my best to handle this. But we do have some common goals. I think in general, we want to protect our customers and, help the ecosystem. Like we both want to do that. Yeah.
So walking into the first phase of discovery, I'm a researcher, I'm submitting the report. What do I need to think about, and what questions do I need to ask? What's the product scope here? Is the vulnerability just in this one product? Is it in other products? Does it affect this one company? Or are other companies going to get involved that I can submit this report to?
Oh, crap. I just got a vulnerability from a researcher. Here we go. Is it valid? Let me think. Well, first, did they even give me enough information? Can I even understand what they're trying to tell me? Did they tell me what product's affected? Is the product in scope? Should I be paying them? Does it fall under my bug bounty program? Am I going to acknowledge them? And have I worked with you before? I hope I worked with you before, because maybe we have a good rapport. If not, I have no clue what I'm going into. I hope they don't zero day me. I don't want to be zero dayed. Like, let's make sure my team really has their act together and is talking to you. Have we talked to you? Oh my God, did I respond? Did I respond back to that vulnerability that you gave me?
Not yet.
Okay. Automatic response went out. Okay, I forgot I had the automatic response. This is great. But
when do I get to talk to a real person, Lisa?
Yeah, well, yeah. So we're looking through, I'm figuring it out. I don't know about this issue. Okay, we're good. Is there enough though that I'm going to triage it in the security team, or am I going to go bring it to the product team? Am I ready to bring it to the product team? Am I ready to go and now scare the crap out of this whole product team that they now have a researcher vulnerability? I think I'm ready. Where are we going to next?
Next, we're going to severity. What's the severity?
I didn't even confirm the damn vulnerability yet. like, I got a little more work here. I just got everybody known. I opened up the ticket. I put all your information in there. I think there's enough. So I'm going to now do my triage and analysis, and I'm going to figure it out. So,
And when the hell do I get paid?
yeah, well, not yet. Not yet. I didn't confirm it yet. I'm still working on that. I think
So-
you might have missed something. Like,
So on submission, where can I even submit this? There's a bug bounty program
yeah,
as an option, if the company has one set up.
I do.
Security email,
I have that too.
awesome. And if I want to write a paper on this,
Oh, please don't write a paper. Don't write a paper.
but I definitely want to tweet about it and
Oh,
tell
wait, don't tweet yet. Don't tweet. Don't give everybody away. Don't. Oh.
And how long do I have to wait until I can do all that?
Yeah. Well, let me confirm it still.
And if you make me wait too long, I'm just going to 0-day you.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna go on to our triage here. I send it out to my product team. They're analyzing it, and we can't get from step A to step C. There's things to B. Like, can you give me a little more information?
Dang, now they're asking me all these questions. Did I give them enough information?
No,
Don't feel
you
like
didn't.
I did.
You didn't. I
So
politely
here's my
request
proof
that
of
you give me
concept.
some more information. Maybe you can record yourself doing it and give me a little video.
And here's my proof of concept.
Damn. Okay, I have the proof of concept. I could recreate this. It's a vulnerability. I don't know about it. I now need to score it. How severe is this? Does it only affect this product?
But I
Okay.
found that it affects more products. So with broader impact, do I get a bigger reward now?
No. But wait a minute. I gotta look. Is this my code? Is it my code? Is it my ODMs? Is it my OEMs? Is it my vendors? Where is this vulnerability? Whose problem is it? Is it really my problem? Can I pass you off to my vendor? It would really be nice if they had to deal with it instead of me, and then maybe they could pay you, but they might not have a bug bounty program. So then do I pay? I don't know if I pay. Do I pay? What did my rules say? Maybe I pay. I still probably should pay. You found something.
I'd like to be paid.
Yeah, I'm sure. So I determined it's my issue. So I've got it. It's valid. Okay, I'm gonna now pay you, but I'm gonna pay you based on the severity that I think it is. So I think it's a medium. It's a medium. Here it is. We got this. We score things all the time.
I don't agree. They're coming back and they're giving me a lower severity score.
Yeah.
I think this should be higher.
I could maybe talk to you. Do I want to talk to you? Do I want to have a call? Do I want to just email? I'm certainly not going to let my product team talk to you. They will mess this all up. So I'm going to talk about how we know how to score, what we think of this, talk through the vector. Do you agree with me yet?
I think we're getting close.
Okay. So let's go and talk about this. We can have a call. Do you want to have a call?
Let's have a call.
Okay. We'll figure this out. So
We have a call. We're good.
we're good. We agree on this one.
Severity, confirmation, and agreement.
Yeah, I might have moved it up a little bit. They were right about one thing. So it moved up, but it's still a medium, but it's like a little higher medium. Higher medium still important, or should we call it a high? I don't know. We're close. We're around there. Okay, so right now I'm lucky. It doesn't affect everybody. If it affected all of my product lines, I would be calling this a high profile. Also, if it was coming from a vendor, I'd be working with that vendor, the ODM, and oh my God, let me hope that that ODM, I actually have a contract of how quickly they should address their vulnerabilities, because if not, they could take a really long time. You said you're gonna blog?
Oh, yes. I intend to blog.
Okay. We good? Did we cover it? They were good. Hey, if it did though affect a lot of products, are you interested in working with CERT or some coordination? And it really would help you. It would help you. It would certainly help me, but it would help you if you work with them, because if you try to coordinate working with all those other vendors, it might be difficult.
Yeah, what does that entail?
I think you just tell them, and then they handle all the coordination. It's sort of impressive.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to just say right now that it just affects my product. We're going to go on. But we would have a whole nother story of embargo days, matching embargo days, everything with all these other vendors. Hopefully we would utilize someone like CERT if we wanted to, and then it would help our coordination. Here we go. You ready?
So now, when do I get to tell people about this?
Yeah.
When is this getting disclosed?
Yeah. So I just released a security update, or my security updates are with my features right now. So I just had a big release. So we're just getting started on our journey here. Or, oh crap, did we not release yet? Now we're about to release. We didn't release. I got a few more weeks. We're on a code freeze. I'm in trouble. I need now to tell you that it's going to take us a little bit longer.
You told me it was this date, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to 0 day you if you go back on this.
Please don't 0 day me. I'm really trying here. But, I have to get my QA resources aligned. And wait, did I even figure out how to fix this yet? Okay. It's going to take a little longer. It's in this component and this component. And, it's sort of complicated. We have to wrap our code around it.
And it's due at the end of the semester.
Okay. Knock, knock, exact door. We have a researcher reported issue. We have a timeline that we typically can't meet right now, even though the team's trying their best to follow our SLOs, our standard. But yeah, no, we're going to get 0 date if you don't fix it by this date. You need to fix it by this date, because I really don't think you should accept the risk here of getting 0 date. They plan on blogging. Okay, I got a date. You good with this date now? What do you think?
I'm good with the date.
Okay.
I'm ready to start coming up with my name and brand this thing.
No, please don't brand name it. No. You remember like that bad lock, sad lock thing? Like, you don't want to be that. Like, is this big enough?
It's big.
You, of course, think it's big. They think it's big. It's not that big. It's only one of my products, maybe 2 that are affected. I don't know. Should we, what do you think? I think we're good. We're on it. Right?
I think we're good. I think we got a remediation date. We're in agreement.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm talking to PR. I'm talking to legal. I'm talking to the product team. I'm making sure they're on top of things. I have a reactive statement that I'm ready in case the media picks up on this, but the media shouldn't pick up on this. I should be good. I'm good. I have my embargo date, coordinating with other vendors if they were affected. They don't screw it up. Hey, are you going to blog?
Oh, yes.
Oh, can I see that?
Okay. I'll let you review it first.
Okay. PR is all over this damn blog. What am I going to do? They want to fix like 15 to 20 to 30 things on this blog. I'm not going to screw this researcher. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to pick my top 5 things that I'm going to go to this researcher with. Oh my God, they have proof of concept code in this blog. I can't proof of concept code. It's going to kill me. My customers don't even have any time to fix this yet. Knock, knock. Researcher, can you not put that proof of concept code in your blog? Can you just wait? Like, even if you give me like 2 weeks, just wait a little bit.
Can I still disclose the vulnerability without the proof of concept?
Yeah, certainly. I'm going to have to put a security advisory out anyways. So I'm going to put that out. I'm going to acknowledge you.
Yes,
right?
I
already paid you, right? So you're good. Yep, I'll have the CVE. I have the description. I have all this. If you want to see it, you could see the security advisor.
I would love to see it.
Yeah, remember,
and see my name in it.
Yeah, and we already agreed with the score. Just remember that. We agreed on this. This is the agreed score that we have in there. But if you could just, I'm okay with you blogging. Just hold off on the proof of concept code. Can you do that for me?
We'll hold off on the proof of concept code.
Yeah, like just
couple weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, perfect. Great. Thanks. Good. We're good. I got this. We're good. Do you feel like we're good? You got it?
I think we're good.
We're good?
We got this.
Got it. Good. Okay.
It is disclosure day. I get my claim to fame today.
I got my CVE. I contacted MITRE. They're activating it. I published my security advisory. I'm all ready to go.
I'm tweeting.
No, don't tweet yet.
I'm tweeting.
Don't tweet. My
I'm
QA
blogging.
resource just told me that they came down with COVID, and I need like one more week. One more week.
Delete.
Yeah, one more week. Yeah, we're all good. Okay, got the fix out. Media looks pretty good. Calm. Actually, I don't see any media. That reactive statement, I didn't even need that. All that work I did, I didn't need that. I didn't need that. What was I doing all these articles? I was preparing all my customer support. No one, my customers aren't even calling. They probably aren't paying attention to it. I don't have that API thing going on yet. So, they're human readable. They should know about it. I transferred my risk onto them. They should pick it up, but we're good. We're good.
We're good.
Did you tweet?
I did.
Oh, crap. Okay.
I tweeted, come up with my name. I've got my conference abstract ready to go. It's been accepted.
Okay.
Now I just need to create my swag.
That damn tweet got picked up by the media. It got, damn you. You're doing
I'm
your
famous
happy dance
now.
over there. I now have 50 customers that just called me today. I realize that my security advisory is not clear enough. I need to update it because they're confused of what they need to do. Did the media tell them that we fixed this? If the media statement isn't, we fixed this, we got this, we're in trouble. That media blog post didn't acknowledge, it didn't even list it. So now it looks like I'm affected, I have no fix, I got 0-dayed, when in fact, I really have this, I do. Media, reach out to those resources, get them to update their posting, please, because we already fixed this. We got this, we fixed it, we're good, it sucks. I had to go tell my CISO, I had to go tell all these execs, I had all these people emailing me, tons, like, I don't even know these people, they're emailing me. We have it though, we're good. I maybe made the stock dip just a little, like a little, but how you doing over there?
And now DEF CON is coming next week, and I am going, and I am presenting on my discovery.
Okay, can you share that with me?
I can.
Thanks, that's awesome, because I want to know what's coming. Hey, I'm reviewing this, and you have a new vulnerability in here that I didn't know about. Yeah. Okay, media, PR, let's get ready for this. We fixed this one part, we didn't. Oh, wait, can you not show the proof of concept for that new thing that you were just showing me?
But it's the conference. This is the whole purpose of it.
Okay, not exec, but SVP exec. We have a 0-day on our hands within a week. But wait, maybe I could reach out to DEF CON. Maybe I could tell them like, hey, I don't have a fix for this yet. And maybe we could negotiate through the conference to, yeah, no, okay, it's not working. Okay, man, conference is coming. I'm ready, PR is ready, legal's ready. I got that security notice. So I have security advisories, security notices. This is now a high profile, right? I'm now gonna be 0-day. I only have a week. I need to have some statement. I fixed one part of this. We're working to analyze the rest of them, the rest of the issues that you put in that presentation, but we got it. I'm good.
We're good.
I'm good. We're
And
good.
I'm famous
Next
now.
time, like, I do have a bug bounty program, so remember that, because the next time, if you went through that, I would pay you for the other vulnerabilities you found.
I intend to get paid for more vulnerabilities.
Yeah, but it was very nice working with you.
It's
It
wonderful
was.
working with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And then the learning, the postmortem.
What'd you learn?
I learned that communication, coordination, it's going to be to the researcher's benefit.
I'm still working this issue. We have a root cause analysis procedure that we put on. I'm determining what SCL controls might have been missed. I'm doing a whole lessons learned. Did I have enough guidance? Why didn't I find this? Why didn't we find this first? What do we need to improve on? Can I do this better? How do I get the media to understand what's going on? Can we pre-talk to media next time when we know it's going to be hot? I am working this. I'm going to be working this for the next maybe month or two. You might not know that. I am still working it. I'm documenting, I'm updating policies, procedures, all that. They do not take overnight. I have to get all my stakeholders to approve it. I just changed a control. That means their maturity assessment is at that level. It all up because they didn't do this one thing. But if they did this one thing, you wouldn't have found the issue. We're going to find the issue next time. I hope. If not, you know how to find me. Make sure you find me. Please find me.
I do. Hope you have more reward for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Okay. Hope you enjoyed our fun skit. Are there any questions? Yes.
For your program, what advice would you give to a company that's thinking about expanding? What hurdles do you guys have to go through?
Yeah. So we actually had a private bug bounty program for, I believe, like a year and a half before we even did a public one. So we did some private programs, and then we had our application one. I think it's good to start in the private space as you get the teams used to it. To think about funding. How are you going to fund it? Are you going to go to each of the teams or the business units? Or are you going to fund it yourself? It's a lot to go to the different business units, but then if you take that funding, you're responsible for keeping funding. Make sure the executives are aware. You might have to prep media. Are you going to do a soft launch? You're going to do a big launch. There's a bug bounty community of interest, which is, there's a lot of people in the industry, but you don't act as that industry in it. And there's a lot of good advice that you could get from learning from other people. They've posted a few blogs and some things already. We could certainly talk offline, but a few of us here have a bug bounty program. Intel has a really fancy one. I'm still simple as I learn to grow with it because I didn't know what was going to be coming. For me, we have it on the application side, like our Dell.com, and our product side. So, when you have the web apps, you will get a lot of activity. Yep. Any other? Yes?
You mentioned earlier in the talk about it being an OEM issue. What do you do in that case? Have you ever pushed them off to the OEM or do the OEM accept responsibility?
Yeah, the question is if the issue is an OEM, what do you do? And I have to tell you, it's sort of not a one size fits all. It depends on the maturity of the ODM. Is that ODM even a naming authority? Do they even ever assign CVEs? Do they have security advisories? All of that. If they're more mature, we certainly can figure out how to pass it off. But there's other things that go in the background, like do we even publicly say that we use that ODM for the code or not? Or do we just, white label it as our company? So it's not a one size fits all. In the past, we've had a mixed bag where we would just assign the CVEs themselves, for that ODM. But with the bug bounty program, it's brought into another complexity because it's like, do we pay or do we push it off to the ODM? In the end, we want that researcher to be happy. So most likely we'll probably still pay or figure out some way to pay or some kind of recognition. But it's certainly not a one size. Yep.
I imagine a lot of the negotiation nuances, technical, legal. A lot of researchers, English is not their first language. How do you guys handle that when you get this?
Difficult ones. You want to take that one?
Google Translate helps. No, it can be hard. It can be difficult. But I mean, if you can get translators in, bring in the technical expertise, if it's around the technical language, leverage your resources where you can.
I think email is a useful resource instead of getting on that phone. We tend to not get on the phone with researchers all that often because you just never know what's on the other side. And so that unknown can be really scary in a call. So email gives it a pace because you can take your time to respond or understand, and then the receiver, if English isn't their first language, can take their time to respond.
Yeah, getting on a call with a researcher could actually bring in more hostility, especially if they're already in that state. So yeah, email.
Yeah, because and it depends. There's some researchers that they're dealing with 50, reports all at the same time. So they're busy, they're not stressing. They know, big companies got this. But then there's some researchers where they just think that they found the biggest vulnerability that there is, and they're only focused on you, and you're in the background. We're dealing with, we talk about open source. We're dealing with hundreds of vulnerabilities all the time. So, managing that and making sure that your team is staying up with the comms to the researcher, even touching base to just say, hey, just touching base. We still good, like everything's still on track. It takes 2 seconds to do an email and it might save you from a 0 day. So I can't express how much to communicate. Okay. Oh, back there.
I got a interesting question. Just about the implementation of a bug bounty program. That will also shine a light on just, the company in general. If you notice any uptick of malicious behavior, while you might have people looking for vulnerabilities for research mistakes, was there just by the notion of having a spotlight on the company, would there be an increase in this malicious activity?
Yeah, so the question is starting up a bug bounty program, did we see an increase of malicious activity? So through the bug bounty program, we utilize one of the more top ones. There's HackerOne, there's BugCrowd, there's Integrity Intel's using. There's supposed to be some safeguards where they're watching, like if we have an incident where a researcher went too far, we reach out to the program, and the program will talk to them, give them warning. Half the time it's a lot for education. They didn't realize what they were doing. They were so excited and into what they're finding that they dropped a web shell because they wanted to keep finding more, but you're not supposed to drop a web shell in us. So, I think a lot of that is educating the researchers to say, hey, you can't go that far, or if you feel like you want to go further, talk to us. So I think we saw a little bit of an uptick of it, but I do think in general, people were having the right intentions. Hackers, it's their livelihood. They don't want to get kicked out of one of those platforms. Now, there are certain people that we did a soft launch with our bug bounty program. We didn't go do a whole media spiel or anything around it, basically because it was our first time heading into it. We didn't know what we were going to get. And I think that slowed us into the process. So it's a mix. I think having a bug bounty program, though, a few years ago, you would have said bug bounty, and I said, no way. But the whole industry is doing it now, and these researchers are actually finding really, really good things. And if we figure out how much what we get out of pen testing versus the bug bounty program, we're realizing per money, per value, we're getting a lot more out of the bug bounty program because we only pay if they find something, where in pen testing you pay regardless if they find something or not. So not to say that you should not do both. You certainly should do both, but it should be part of your SDL is extra testing. Yeah. Oh, there's a question up there.
How does a larger company like Dell compete with nation states buying up bug bounties?
Ooh, that's a hard question. The question is how does Dell compete with nation states who are for their finding bugs? I don't think we can compete. I think that, this is why having a good relationship with your researchers and growing that relationship makes sense, so that the researchers actually want to come to you. They want to do the right thing. But we can't stop those that don't want to do the right thing. Unfortunately, we could just try to bring them to the side. We just can't pour that money into it. You have to think with the bug bounty program, I love it and I like rewarding researchers, but that same money is when we're not maybe taking away from other security practices. So we have to have a good balance, and we just can't pay the way that some others can. Okay?
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Not behind the
Little
thing.
gift.
Hold on, we're gonna take a picture.
I have to say, bug bounty program, single best investment I ever made in our security program. Love all that. Thank you so much.